Hey everybody, I just finished another book in the Shivers series. This is The Haunting House. Really awesome cover art here. We got this really weird house with a full moon in the back. Got this really awesome, mysterious thing in the mailbox. Crows. Really awesome cover. Shout out to Sean Stevenson, who said this was one of his least favorite books of 2024. I don't know if I'm on that boat, but I could understand why. This book was absolutely silly. It did have some dark moments, but not very much. The story itself follows Caitlin and her sister Lynn and their family. They just moved into this new house. They're exploring. They go outside, and there's this hole out there. And we learned that the previous owners of this house moved out very quickly. They go outside, and this hole's outside, and one of the kids fall into the hole, and dirt starts caving in on them. And after this, a bunch of weird stuff starts happening. Their parents are in the kitchen, and the drawer flies out. One of the kids stick their hand in the drawer, and it slams shut. The heater turns off by itself. Different small things like that. They unpack all their clothes, and when they go back, the clothes is packed up and ready to go back. Different small things like this happen. Caitlin has this idea. She has this little book that she goes through, and she reads through reads through to see what's going on. And they think it's at first as a poltergeist, but they say the poltergeist doesn't really harm people or something, and the house itself is actually hurting them. So it turns out that they actually have a house that's a haunting house, which is basically the house itself is alive and is trying to hurt them because it feels neglected and not taken care of, which is kind of a unique concept, but nothing great. Yeah, and that's basically it. The kids end up getting trapped in this house, and the house is literally trying to end them. There's a really good scene where this girl tries to jump through a window, and this glass is busted, so it tries to slam down on her. The house starts falling apart, and different things like that. And yeah, there's not much more to this story. The relationship between the two sisters is kind of okay. I did like the house deal being alive and not just ghosts. I thought that was pretty unique. But other than that, this was a kind of a weaker book in the series. Not terrible. The writing, however, was pretty terrible. There were scenes where I was reading it and I had to go back and reread the same sentence over and over again because I couldn't comprehend what it was trying to tell me. Like, it was like trying to read another language or something at some points. But yeah, the haunting house from the Shiver series, I'd give it like a 3 out of 5 stars. Not amazing. The ending is what Sean Stevenson tried to warn me about, and I agree. This book was had a really silly ending, but I liked it. I mean, well, kind of liked it. It wasn't terrible. It was silly and goofy. There's actually an original Goosebumps book that has kind of something like this that happens in order to defeat the villain, and it's kind of the same thing. But yeah, it was done better than this, obviously. But yeah, 3 out of 5 stars for me, guys. Not much more. Not much more to say in this book. Yeah, this is, by the way, my very first book in my new place that I'm living in. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, please let me know in the comments below what did you think about The Haunting House, and let me know if it's a book that you really like. What's a book in the Shiver series that you really enjoy reading? What's one that you really want to see me try to read? But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.